Hey, this is the third time I've tried recording this because the first one got interrupted and then the second one I just completely fucked up immediately. So I'm gonna hope that neither of that shit happens again. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, hi, hello, yay, video. I'm gonna talk. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something that I was thinking about, and it wasn't one of those I got provoked to into thinking about this type of thing from like a video or a Twitter post, or sorry, an X post. If anyone fucking calls it X, like they are actually just fucking deranged. Anyone who calls it X out of their own volition is actually fucking deranged. It's still Twitter. I don't care what anyone says. It's Twitter. Anyway, tangent. Uh, fuck. I lost my train of thought. Uh, Usually, a lot of the things I talk about sometimes are provoked, you know, provocation. I don't know the fuck you say it. You get provoked by something where someone says something and you're just like, oh fuck, I gotta talk. I kind of want to touch upon this little topic. Or you see something in like a game or a movie and you're just like, oh shit, I kind of want to talk about that. This was just one of those where I was just kind of thinking to myself and it came out of fucking nowhere and it makes no fucking sense. And the more I try to like say it in my head, the more I realize this makes no fucking sense. But what I want to talk about was, what if this like idea of who we are as a person, right? Like what if there's a real us? Like for some people in particular, I have no idea how to fucking explain this because it is so fucking bafflingly stupid and it makes no sense, and it's the epitome of just like a stoner thought despite me never smoking pot a day in my life. But it's like it's just one of those things where I think, like, I try to think it in my head. I try to think of what I'm trying to say in my head, but even I can't fully fucking understand what I'm trying to get across because it just doesn't make sense. But for someone like, let's say, like an example, like someone like me, right? I'm an idiot. That's not what I wanted to say. My brain took over for me, or at least I think it did. I don't know. I don't know if that fucking thing works. But like, let's say like I know who I am, right? Like I know who I am, and who I am like when I talk to people or even in these videos is like, probably like a small fraction of what I am. It's mostly just like, oh, how I talk and just small snippets of what I think, which is not much, but I think sometimes. But I think like, what if someone like me in particular was didn't even know who they really were, right? Like like my whole life, like I've lived with like, like depression and anxiety. So like what if I never seen who I really am, and it's because it's like covered, right? It's like completely been just like completely squashed by like who I've become from like this, like mental problem bullshit. And then if I were to actually, you know, get rid of it, well, I mean, you don't really get rid of it, but if I was like to actually like suppress it in like this like this version that was like completely squashed beneath it just came out, and then that was like suddenly the true me, right? But it's like that makes no fucking sense, right? Because like obviously I don't think it's possible, like I don't really think it's possible, but I always kind of like think like, what if, right? Like what if some people just don't know who they are deep inside? Like what if like you literally just don't know, and it's because you've dealt with like so much that like your brain doesn't process who you really are, and it gives you like this facade of a character that you play. But like once you like completely push this character away, then like the real you comes out, right? Like I guess a mask, right? I'm not singing that fucking Dream song. That's fucking abysmal. Anyway, um, like I said, I don't even know. Like the more I think about it, it's stupid, right? But it's just one of those weird thoughts that kind of goes in my head, and I'm just like, man, like, what if? What am I hearing? Paranoia. I think it's a dog barking. Or maybe it's a werewolf. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, but like, again, like, I'm trying to explain it the best my fucking feeble, like, 5-year-old basically brain can fucking do it, because my brain is like, 1 minute it's 5 years old and next it's like 90. So if I'm thinking, I'm either thinking about dying because I'm old, or I'm thinking about how I don't know anything because I'm five. But like, it's just like a weird thing to think about for me, because I just keep thinking like what if I'm not who I think I am, right? What if I were to, get the proper medication to like take care of my stuff, and then suddenly this version of me pops out that I myself didn't even know existed. Which, again, like I said, that's not, I don't think that's possible, because you're always going to be yourself in your head, right? You're not going to play a character in your own fucking brain. You're going to be yourself. That's just kind of how that works, because you're in your brain. No one can read your thoughts, as far as we know. Or not yet, until they get that fucking new machinery hooked up to people's brains and start, playing people's dreams. But like, what if, right? What if someone just doesn't know? But like I said, I don't think that's possible. I don't. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't know. I mean, none unless there's like. I mean, I'm sure people could probably like argue like, oh, amnesia or something like that. I don't fucking know. But like I said, I don't think it's possible, because, like I said, in your head, you're you're gonna be yourself, right? You're always gonna be your true self within your head, and whether or not you're your true self to someone else is, I guess, a decision for you to make, and other people aren't really gonna fucking know. Like, if deep inside your head you're like some fucking, like, I don't know, like some Nazi apologist type fucked up person that agrees with the horrible, shit like that, and then like on the outward appearance you're like going to soup kitchens, and you're like so friendly, and you're like your friends like, hey, can you dog sit, and you're like, oh yeah, I'd love to watch him, but then like deep in their head they're like, oh, I want to fucking kill people, like you don't know, like you don't know who someone else really is. And people can just wear, a bunch of fucking masks for different people. Like, you talk to one person, you act a different way. But at the same time, it's like, does that person act that way normally? Is that them? Are they wearing a mask? But I don't know. It was like a really just like stupid thought that was like entering my head at random, where it's just like, what if someone didn't know who they were, but not in an amnesia way, in a I don't know why my mouth just made that noise. Like, in a way where it's just like, how the fuck could someone not know that? Because you are yourself. Your brain is yourself. So you can't physically not know it, unless you were to literally have amnesia, as far as I know anyway. But like, there could be, maybe there's like a personality amnesia, or like a personality suppressant that people can deal with. I don't know. I don't know the science behind this shit, because let's be honest, I failed science and math and English and every class, but that's besides the point. I don't know. It's just like a weird, like, just like one of those like stupid thoughts that enters your brain in a random time. Except I'm going to talk about it so that everyone can point and laugh at the moron who's like, haha, he thinks that people cannot know that they are themselves, or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like one of those weird things where I like I think the reason I was thinking about it was because I was like thinking like, what if inside, what if there is a personality inside me that is my true self, and I suck. Like, what if, well, more than I already do, I already suck. But I mean, like, suck in a way where I'm just like, I'm shitty, right? Like, I'm just a shitty person, right? Like, what if I like fix my problems, and then like this real personality comes out, and I just am like a fucking dirtbag, right? Like, it's like, I don't think I would, I hope not, because I'm gonna be honest, the inside of my brain is static and boobs. That's about it. So I don't know. Is that dirtbaggish? I don't fucking know. I just like boobs, so they're always on my mind, and thighs, and ass. God, I love women. Anyway, I'm gonna end this before I I guess I'm lecherous in a way. No, not lecherous. Fuck. I think lecherous means I'm actually creepy. I'm mentally perverted or something. But I'm not a dirtbag, I hope. Unless it's hidden. Maybe it's not. I don't know how that works. Is that physically possible? Can someone not know? I don't know. Anyway, I don't care. I'm not even gonna look that up after this. I don't care enough. I'm just gonna let this be a mystery that makes me sound like a fucking deranged stoner. So yeah, I don't know what this was. Whatever.